Welcome to BMX Race Hub, round 6 of the National Series here at Gosport. Brilliant racing yesterday, looking forward to even more of that same kind of action today on track. The sun is out already, a little bit less wind today, which is really good for the racing. And yeah, lots to pack into this episode. Let's start by finding some people to talk to. Okay, here with Harry the Beast Schofield. So last week, obviously you were at Innsbruck for Crankworx Junior. How did that go?
Yeah, that was super sick. I did the whip-off jump, but I didn't get to do the actual whip-off, but the jump was definitely the best jump I've done. It was super fun. And then I did the downhill race and the dual slalom or whatever it's called, and the pump track race. So I got first in the pump track race and first in the dual slalom and second on the downhill race. So
pretty good.
Yeah, it was super fun then.
I saw the whip off as well. The whip you did was absolutely out of this world. Really, really good. And you're here today racing BMX. So what's the BMX about for you? Why do you ride the BMX still as well?
Because it's super good for skills, and you can get all your basic core training, like how to manual, how to jump and pump and everything. And so I'm treating it a bit like training, and it's a bit fun and stuff. I mean, I'm finding it quite hard to, because everyone's little bit bigger than me. So I feel like I'm getting squashed out the gate, and I'm on flat, so it's hard to get out. But so it's quite hard. So I have to be a bit like aggressive, like because everyone squashes you on the gate, whereas I can't brake or let that happen. So I either get lucky and make it through, or I crash.
Well, it's obviously really good training and the muscle memory for like the dual slalom, and did really well on that last weekend. So that's really good. Thanks for that, Harry. That was really good to chat, and good luck the rest of the year.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay, we're here at Gosport with Beth Shriver. You took the win yesterday, saving your legs today.
Yeah.
How's the season been going, and what's the plans?
Yeah, so it's been a bit of an up and down season. I took 2 hard crashes at the start of the season, well, one recently in Turkey, but then also it's been really good. Got my first back-to-back wins in Turkey World Cup, and I'm currently the World Series leader, so it's the first time ever, so I'm really happy about that. Obviously scoring a lot of points as well for the games, which is always good. And yeah, getting ready for Glasgow in a few weeks, and then Euro Champs next week. So yeah, no, it's been really good so far, and yeah, going well.
So explain the points for the games.
Yeah.
How does that work? That's about a number of places, I guess, is it?
Yeah, so basically it's a point system to qualify for the games. You got it's like, I think every World Cup counts now. So take all your top scores from there. I think around 6 European rounds count, and then there's like 3 HC scores that count. So yeah, it's actually all about scoring as many as you can, doing as well as you can to qualify comfortably, because I struggled obviously going into Tokyo and just scraped in, whereas this time I want to qualify early, qualify comfortably, and yeah, get prepared for Paris.
Well, looking rapid, and I know it was good fun yesterday. Obviously, there's a few young whippersnappers on your heels there. How did that feel?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's amazing to see the young girls coming through. I think we've got a good bunch coming through now. Hopefully get them on the Supercross circuit, the World Cup Series as well in the next few years. So, no, it's amazing, and like obviously a bit of healthy competition is always good.
Yeah, too right. It's really good to watch. Yeah. So well done, Beth. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Here with Scott Beaumont, just finished a race, just getting his breath back. But I think it's more about getting the breath back after the 20-hour journey to get here. So tell us about that, Scott. You were somewhere else on Friday.
Yeah, so we had a 4Cross Pro Tour event in Val di Sole in Italy on Friday. It's been a hell of a weekend. So we finished racing at 11 o'clock on Friday night. I got on the podium, so I had a really good night's race. I finished 4th. So yeah, it's put me up to 3rd overall in the rankings. So really stoked with how it went. Got to bed at midnight, got up at 3 in the morning, set off, 20-hour drive to here. Got here at 11 o'clock last night, and I had a bit of a crash on Friday as well, so I woke up this morning stiff as a board. Not really fancying this, but so far I've had a 3rd, a 2nd and a 4th, so I'm in the final. So it's going good so far. I came here just to get a few points from overall, to get 5 rounds in for my BMX Nationals, and yeah, chuffed a bit. It's a good day.
So so you're racing the kids. They obviously won practice on Friday. You were doing other things, and you're in the final. That's really good. Last weekend, of course, it was the British 4Cross series, national, to Shred Hill. That was pretty awesome, and I know you've got big plans for next year as well.
Yeah, so last weekend I was able to win both rounds in the elite men and take over the points lead in British Forecross series. That's really cool, happy with that. But yeah, going forwards into next year, the plan is that I'll take over the National Forecross series as an organiser. I've done Forecross since its inception in early 2000s. It's time for me to give back on the national scene a bit more. I'll still be racing all the Forecross Pro Tour events, BMX Nationals, BMX Worlds, all that stuff, but I'll be organising the British Forecross, so I'm pretty excited about it. Got some big plans, and hopefully might even get you guys there to do a bit of filming as well.
Well, that's really cool, and we'd love to do that, I'm sure. And I experienced it last weekend. It was a really good event, proper old school BMX kind of salt of the earth kind of stuff, and it was great fun. So, Scott, thank you very much, and we'll see you trackside soon.
Thank you, I'll see you in that final.
Okay, here with Matt Hayward. Matt is my resident weather expert, believe it or not. We've consulted you at least 4 times in the last 3 years, and each time it's been about the wind. So, Matt, tell us about the day job and why the weather is important to you.
So for me, it plays a big impact on our flying for around the world, really. So it takes us longer to get if we're going to headwind, or it takes us less time if we're in a tailwind. So having an understanding of the weather for the as air crew is a crucial part of what we do day to day.
So, by the way, Matt flies planes for a living. He flies in planes. Yeah, the weather for the rest of the day. What are we expecting here, Matt?
Pretty much what we've got now is going to be in and out, cloud, sunshine for the rest of the day. A little bit of wind from the west, which for today is a headwind down the first straight, tailwind down the second straight, and vice versa going around. So getting out the gate into the wind is a little bit more effort, a little bit nicer down the back straight. And then, for the finish line, actually, it's tailwind all the way.
It's like a turbo out that last corner, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, thanks very much, Matt.
Happy. Pleasure.
Okay, lining up at the gate. Elsa Rendell Todd, Evie Webster, Sienna Harvey, Tia Gaynor, Betsy Bax, and Freya Chalice. Silence, please, for the championship women. Right, here we go with the girls. Who's out first, looking good at the moment. Freya Chalice. Couple of riders in the deck. But coming around, Freya Chalice out all on her own. At the moment, Elsa Rendell Todd in now. So Chalice coming round. Todd as well, Betsy Bax. So it's all the young girls in Championship Women leading this one out. Day 2 here at Gosport coming down. Freya the Slayer will take another win.
We're here with Championship Women winner from round 6. Good to see you back again, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, it's good. Had a good challenge yesterday and loved riding on track with an idol like Beth and chasing her around, and it's just awesome to be able to ride on track with someone who you look up to and also try and chase down. So it was really good, and then today was just a positive to get the win, add on to the National Series points and get ready for next week's Euro Champs.
Fantastic. Well, we said to Beth earlier, the whippersnappers are around your ankles, and she's like, yeah, they are. It's great to be riding with you as well. So, look, good luck next week at Euros and the Worlds in a month.
Thank you.
Without further ado, the final of the weekend, Superclass men lining up on the gate. Out of Peckham BMX on the 212, doing it for Jump Club and SNM Source, Dean Reeves. On the 209, doing it for Preston and Radio Race Team, Mark Fletcher. On the 995, out of the Mid-Lancs and GT Factory, Joe Clark. On the 211, out of Preston, doing it for Clark and Kent, Kyle Evans. On the 87, out of Peckham BMX Club, the Prince of Peckham, your current silver Olympic medalist, European champion, all of the rest of the accolades, Kyle White. On the 068, out of Birmingham, Giles Marnham. On the 1 plate, out of Decoy and Crucial BMX, Steady Eddie Moore. And on the 375 out of Runnymede, doing it for Concept Mabo UK. Give it up for Matt Hutz. Silence for the gate, please. Here we go, Superclass men hit the track. White's heading for the first turn, looking for a whole shot. Moore's there with him. White, Moore, here comes John Clark on the inside, working his way into the podium, heading for the second turn. Horse works his way into the top three, in and out of the second turn. White's leading it, here comes Eddie Moore, looking for a way round, not quite going to make it stick. Kyle White down the last straight, your Prince of Peckham, your current silver Olympic medalist takes it. Tie on the line for two between Hunt and Moore.
All right, we're here with Superclass male winner today. Again, same as yesterday, round 5, round 6. Kai White with a double jump to manual over the last one. That was really cool. I like that.
Thank you, appreciate it.
How was the lap?
Yeah, it was a good lap. Eyes were watering like hell. Bit sketchy down second straight. I knew Eddie was coming. I've raced Eddie for over 19, 20 years now. He loves the inside move, always has. So yeah, I moved to the out on the third. Coming into the third, making think there was a space, and then moved back over. So yeah, so he couldn't sweep me.
I saw that. That was a really bit of, well, it's one to watch actually for the smaller riders to understand those lines. And yeah, anyway, so next week Euros, defending your title.
Yeah, defending my title, see how that goes, and hopefully I come out with another title.
And a month to the Worlds.
Yeah, a month to the Worlds. Home race basically, and yeah, that'd be a great one to race.
And you know the track, so yeah, looking forward to it. Cheers, Kai.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Okay, round 6, National Series inside line with our commentators for today, Lewis and Scott. Wow, yesterday was amazing, really high level of riding. Today is another notch. I mean, I was looking at the times and it's not all about times, but the times in the first set of motos were up on yesterday, and it's just motos, and it's really good to watch. So our featured age groups, the 15 male and the 45-49 cruiser, the old school, some of them used to race back in the day. So if we talk about the 15s first there, Lewis, what's standing out to you?
I mean, the competition, like I said yesterday, in all the age groups, it's fantastic. But this year in the 15s, we've got Jared Hill stepping it up. He's almost on the borderline of taking the title, I'll say. He's there or thereabouts. There's obviously Henry here, Gabe Simpson, Max Clear, some massive names in that age. And then sort of, I've been looking at sort of the times and scores and some of the points and standings and that. And sort of from like position 4th to like position 10, there's like 100 points in it. So it's so tight. I mean, there's a group of riders in that sort of section. There's Zach Twitchen, Hugo Moon that have been really impressive this year, bringing through some fantastic results. So yeah, it's the competition's massive.
I can tell you from experience that one good or bad result puts you about 4 or 5 places up. So yeah, kind of living that at the moment. And then Scott, the 45-49, that's my age group. You know, as old as the hills and all that. And the 1974 crew, actually, which we'll talk about in a second. So some of them have been riding for, let's call it, a few decades.
They might have had a few breaks to go to some dance parties in the years, but they've stuck with it. They've come back, and some of them have brought their kids with them. And you've got to give hats off to guys like Jules Allen, Darren Reedy. They stick at it, you know, Glenn Cartwright. It's just amazing what they do to be out here, stay fit, keep coming. And there's older guys than them, so hats off to them. And it's tough, but they come here week in, week out. They must love it. So.
Yeah, they must do, and they look really flexible until you see them when they've finished, and then they don't anymore.
Yeah, then they end up looking like me for a while, walking around stiff.
But yeah, you're right, and I think that's one of the arguments around the 55 plus category, because some of those guys were racing back in the early 80s as maybe 15-year-olds or whatever, you know, and they're still riding a bike really well actually, and I think it's great to see personally. Well, look, thanks very much for that. There's also just to mention, and we'll do another feature on this, the 1974 effort that Blackpool BMX are putting in as well. Do you want to just mention that briefly?
Yeah, that's a subject close to my heart, being a sufferer myself. So please go to their Just Giving page, check out, do a search for Blackpool BMX Club, and get involved. And they're doing a sponsored bike ride. Yeah, help them out.
A very long way, I think. All right, well, that was the inside line. Thanks, guys. That's really good. Wow. Well, that wraps up a really big weekend here at Gosport. Rounds 5 and 6 of the National Series. The racing was just amazing today, really good. I know I used that word far too much, but it really was. Some real highlights, I'm sure you'll agree. Everyone takes something away. Every lap gives you something, whether it's a learning point or an achievement. But what a bunch of racing today. Some superb action in our featured age groups especially. And of course the Superclass and Championship categories as well. Just really, really good. The level this year is really raised. I can't keep saying that enough. It's just incredible. And this venue works really well. The racing's always really good here. You've got the big berms that really help people with different moves, and of course it's really hard to defend. But we saw some really off the scale racing. I'm sure you'll agree. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Of course, a big thank you to our channel sponsors, British Cycling, Crucial BMX, NX Teamwear and B73. See you trackside soon.